7:30.
Hey, here we go, y'all.
Your home for education and entertainment, righteousness and ratchetness, where we are never content with just content, no breaks.
Hey.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
Let's see who. What's up?
JB, what's the name of the podcast?
It's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Man, motherfucking rest in peace to my bro, JB, man. We can keep him on this show every single week. And every time I hear it, I get the motherfucking spirit. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but our bro Jeremy bought all of us a ring. And on this ring, it's a picture of JB. I'm trying to, like, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, I'm trying to show it, but it's the lights and the cameras and the action. But just know it's a picture of bro. And if I look at him like this, he's looking right at me. What you doing? So shout out to Jeremy for getting the whole crew one of them rings. I am No Breaks New. What you say, Randy?
I'm just saying, your man J-Ro. Keep going.
Yes. Hey, what's up? He said, "What's up, y'all?"
What up? What up? What up? Shout out to JFG for getting us the rings. I'm trying to make sure we live on Instagram, but Instagram is acting a donkey, so I'm gonna come back to that. So sorry, Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube page.
We'll be back.
We're having trouble streaming the Instagram. If you ended it on Instagram, then this is expected. If not, let's continue. Try creating a new Instagram. Oh, all right. So anyway, yeah. So I'm No Breaks New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Each and every week, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. Jackie. Talk to the people. Well, I figure out our Instagram issues.
Yes, Get Fit with Jack, getting y'all snatched, but right before the holidays, y'all better holler at me because I'm trying to get that pre-game body together before, you're gonna have a little drink, you're gonna have a little food, you're gonna have a little fun, but you got to do everything in moderation. And even if you have fun, just know how to get back on track. And I must say, my men today, they are looking very debonair. I love it. Yes. I like Randy the Green. New, you got freshly cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Shout out to my men. This is, of course, November Men's Mental Health Month, so we'll be getting into that later with that. That's with Jack. So got some things for y'all. Go ahead, Randy.
Hey, y'all know it's your man, the Randy T, Mr. Man Up Monday. All day is where you find me. Let's go. Shout out for Jack. Hey, and this is Men's Mental Health Month, right? And so all this month, shout out to all my men. Like, hey, anything that we're going through mentally, lean where you need to lean at, and it ain't nothing that's unmasculine to ask for help where you need it at. That's what Man Up is all about. Let's go.
Jay said, the internet, I just having more problems than Tyson.
Hey man, I don't think I Mike Tyson ain't had no problems to me.
He
You know what I
didn't.
mean? Look,
Well,
we
now,
gonna
He's 58
well,
years old and he go 8
we
rounds.
gonna get
Like,
into it. We gonna get into it. But hey,
the end
look,
result, I guess,
do what he
was just
did
the
at
end
his
result.
age and talk
right,
to me. Talk to me.
right.
I reject that. Fuck that. You signed up for it. You should be able to handle what you
All right,
signed up
let's
for. You don't get
Well, that
let,
shit
points.
was rigged anyway. It
hey,
was
hold it.
rigged anyway.
Hey,
Just
hold that
there's no
for the
participation
segment.
trophies.
It was
Hold it.
rigged anyway.
No, it wasn't. Hold it for the segment. Hold it for the segment.
Well, let's get into something I'm
Let's
really
get to
excited
it.
about
Let's get to it.
Go.
because I don't
Let's
have
go.
a low this week, so I want to
All
Let's
right,
get
get
to
to it.
it ASAP.
let's get it.
I love. Let's go first.
I tell you what, I go first, goddamn it. That's how I feel.
Get it off your chest.
I
Get it off
feel.
your chest.
Get
You
it
know,
off your
yeah,
chest. He ready.
man, I'm gonna tell you, being an entrepreneur, there have been, man, that's you.
Nah, go ahead.
With being an entrepreneur is been many ups and downs, and I've tried to be transparent with that because people watching. They're budding entrepreneurs. There are middle of the road entrepreneurs, and there are people that's been doing it for 10, 20 years.
Sir.
Everybody that's watching is kind of like, how'd you do? Well, can I learn something from you? I need to call you and teach you something. Where we at? And I have had a rough couple of months, but the most ironic thing happened. This is my high, part of my high. As I'm getting ramped up and getting back into it and kind of getting the wheels in motion and everything is going the way I want it to go, I had some residual. That word, that's a beautiful word. Residual. If you don't know what I mean by that, I mean some work you did a year ago, you still get paid on. Some work you did 2 years ago, you still get paid on. And if you were really a vet in the game, some work you did 20 years ago, you still get paid on. And I had come off a horrible week, going into an amazing week. Had some stuff I did last November. Bro, it just changed the damn near the trajectory of my business. My business is officially profitable. It is officially off the. I'm gonna clap for my.
That's right. Clap for yourself.
It is
Got
officially off the ground. There is no more. How will it turn out? We have turned the corner, and I've worked very, very hard to get to this point. And there were times when I had actually thought to myself, hard work don't really pay off. Like you can work hard and build and just not go how you want it to go. So hard work does not pay off. That's how I felt at one point. And now I see hard work I put in November changed my whole 2024. Shit I did last year changed the whole trajectory of this year. It's only what 6, 7 weeks left in the year. So my year was about to be bad. And work I did last year, accompanied with work I did this year, just set up 2024 to be a success. Now I'm looking forward to 2025. And I didn't see that coming. I was just working, just put my head down and go, and whatever happened, happened. And the universe was like, come here, Luke. We're gonna sprinkle some salt bait on you. We got something for you. And now I'm like, well, shit. So I won 2023. I won 2024. I gotta really go hard in 2025. So that's my high. And my message to everybody tuning in is you're not gonna win if you stop fighting. You're not. You might as well just keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what can happen. When skills meet good luck, amazing shit. That's me. Jack, you up next.
Well, my high was I was able to, out of nowhere, my apartment complex let me know that 1079 was down in Jonesboro giving out free gas, $41 worth of gas. So I hit up everybody around the area that I knew that lived around the area. So I was happy to bless other people and them, they got a shirt and it was just, it was a cool thing. I got to see the DJ and I got him shot out and all that stuff. So I just like to bless people. It just gives me like a natural high. But that was my high. I really didn't have a low. I mean, the only low is this cold weather is coming. Jack Frost around the corner. And y'all from up north, and I lived up north before, but y'all can have that cold weather. I'm sorry. I like the I'm an in-between weather girl. So I like the fall and I like the spring. So
yeah, I'm a summer spring dude, but
I was born in the summer, so
what happened in summer?
I was born in the summer. I'm a Leo.
Yeah, true.
I like that warm weather. But anyway, off to you, Randy.
All right. Look, I guess my high would be, I had a college trip with my son with his going to his top school.
Oh, that's dope.
Right? And that was real dope. We did that and we saw that, and the school impressed me. You know what I mean? I still think that part of the and that's another conversation about what it costs for American education and how it's handled and how we do that should be handled differently. Other countries do it a lot differently, successful, and kids do well, and we do it differently, and it's not. But another thing, my high was he saw that, he went to the school, and this school impressed me so much, right? That it made me be like, when you think about this is what I want to pay for my son to go to school and learn something, like this was it. With a lot that's been going on and all of across the country, that was my high. And so with that, I was like, I don't have a low. I'm gonna take that high and I'm gonna ride it out across everything that's happening, and we're gonna get into that. And let's
Is this the first week all three of us had highs with no lows?
I think it is. I think it might be number one. Put it in the books.
Hey man, I love it. I'm loving
the energy tonight. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I'm loving this energy tonight.
Hey.
Yep, that's what you on.
It ain't because y'all teams won, because Jackie team lost and Randy team lost. So it's not about.
Don't remind me. Can we go on with the podcast? What's the subject? Please, thank you.
All right, let's get to it.
My left stroke just went viral.
Our story of the week: Jake Paul and Mike Tyson slow danced together on Friday night. It was loving, it was affectionate, it was romantic, it was everything but a boxing match. I ain't mad at nobody getting the bag. I ain't be mad. And I love Mike Tyson. Like I grew up. Mike Tyson damn near formed my boxing knowledge. Was
right
from his beginning to his end is where I was most tuned in. Muhammad Ali, my favorite, of course, of all time. But when I was watching Muhammad Ali, he was losing. Larry Holmes, they beat his ass. So by the time I was old enough to really understand boxing, Ali was done. So I grew up rooting for Mike Tyson, cheering for Mike Tyson. Sugar Ray. We get into the lightweights. We had DC dudes, Maryland dudes that was doing their thing. But in the heavyweight division, it was Tyson. Yep. And I still got. Tyson Muslim. Like when I converted to Islam, it wasn't popular. It wasn't like, oh, you Muslim, you like that. It was like, weirdo. What's wrong? Like,
that's true.
Ugh. And Mike Tyson converted, and I was like, Mike Tyson Muslim too, nigga. Now what? Say something. So I have a deep love for Mike, but this was a money grab.
About his vein body.
This was just I need some money. Mike didn't fight. He didn't throw many punches. And now he did say that health issue he had, but they had to reschedule it. He almost died. And I'm not mad if you're like, dog, I almost checked out. I still got this opportunity to make this money. I'm going to get in the ring and I'm going to chill and I'm going to get this money to my kids. And now my family is secure for life. I'm not mad at that. But it was a trash ass experience. That was like, I may never watch another boxing match, professional or this shit again. Boxing is horrible. I'm going back to WWE. I am just this. It's this beautiful young lady named Jade Cargill. She has my attention. Like, I'm going to WWE. I'm over boxing. I have not seen a good boxing match in decades. Except the two ladies that fought that night were actually pretty good. I forget their names. I think one was Serrano, the one that lost. And
Oh,
everyone
that's the
says
best fight of the night.
exactly. So they get women's boxing gives me hope. I ain't watching the men no more. And on that note, I'm gonna toss it to you, Jack, because it was a waste of time. I liked the fellowship. I went out to the sports bar with F and Jeremy, and we chilled and watched it, but it was just trash. It was trash.
Well, I see Williams in the comments saying that Tyson's legs was dead. Exactly. I think it was rigged. The rules and regulations they already had in place, neither one of them is gonna knock the other out, for one. Mike Tyson could have easily, we all know, I don't care how old he was, Mike Tyson could have easily knocked Jake Paul out. Even when he did throw a punch, it was almost like, oh shit, hold on, I gotta get this money. Like, I kind of got out of character a little bit. Let me pull back.
Mm-hmm.
And even Jake Paul looked stunned when he did it. Like, nigga, you ain't supposed to hit me like that.
Right. We discussed this.
Right. We just got to
In
get this money. That's
pre-production.
it. But just like Jake Paul, you know, when I did my research on him, you've never even fought a boxer. So come on, bruh. I don't care how old somebody is. A boxer is gonna whoop your ass regardless. You know, like it's regardless. But I understand it's for the money. I'm glad Mike Tyson got his bread. I'm all for that. And he went 8 rounds at 58 years old and fought a 27-year-old. Like, we all know that grew up on Mike Tyson. If he would have really went in as Mike Tyson, it would have been a different fight. If he didn't have any rules and regulations over his head, it would have been a different fight.
I wonder if you could do that. I wonder if at that age is it possible. Oh no, he looked old. He looked old.
Of course, he had to look old to make him Jake Paul look right and look like he, you know, Jake Paul's an influencer. Let's not forget that.
This one conspiracy theory I can't argue with you on. I will argue with Jackie on every conspiracy theory she got, but you kind of make a good point. Randy, what you think? You gonna argue with her, or where you at, Randy? Talk to us. Man up one day.
Hey, look here, man. Like Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, for me, this fight, I have despised this man for everything he's done towards the sport of boxing up till this fight. Okay. This fight, he gave just a little bit of respect with me because you gave Mike Tyson the opportunity, and I've had and knew I got family members of us that been in my, like, we've been going at it all week, all day since it happened, that I've been telling them, like, Slim, like, Mike Tyson robbed the American people making $20 million at his age, that you got paid, that I had to watch and witness what you did for 2-minute rounds with 14-ounce gloves for however a long amount of time that it was that we witnessed, that we American people paid you $20 million for that. So all I'm gonna say, all of you who talking about what Jake Paul did to Mike Tyson, he gave Mike Tyson a gift to fight him for him. And they talking about Mike Tyson made 40. I mean, Jake Paul made 40. He only made 20. He made 20 million for us to watch that. I could have, how many of us if you watching this on the pod, tell me how many of you think you could have did better for 1 million and Mike made 20. How many of y'all out there think y'all could have did better? And we watched almost a 60-year-old man watch a
8
man
rounds.
half his age, couldn't knock him out for 2-minute rounds, for 8 rounds, and we gave him $20 million for it. Mike, salute to you. Jake Paul, you finally earned some respect for me for the useless YouTube influencer that you have been to me in all of my life, how as I have known you. So for now, you have finally done something great for the black community.
So the
that
great thing was he gave Mike money.
$20 million.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But let's not forget, let's not forget, like William said.
Hey, Taylor and Serrano was the best fight. I'm gonna give it out to the women. Let me say that. I'm gonna end it with that. Taylor versus Serrano was the best
because she was fighting dirty. She was
So
fighting.
Jake Paul gave Mike Tyson grace. How y'all feel about that?
She came up 3 rounds.
Hold on, before we get to the ladies, homie say Jake Paul gave Mike Tyson grace. Like, he took it easy on Mike.
No, Mike took it easy on Jake Paul.
I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say that Jake Paul. Hey, look, I think that I agree with O. I think Jake Paul did give him some grace because the whole reason that Jake Paul took this fight was to put Mike Tyson in his catalog of people that he fought, but he wanted to say that he beat Mike, but he didn't want people to be like, I offended people enough that they hate me for beating Mike ass. So he kind of walked that down. He kind of tried to walk the line of, I'm gonna try to give it to him, but I'm not. Right? It's kind of like, you hitting a white girl and you love her, but she be like, that's too hard, and be like, all right, I'm gonna ease when she, yeah.
So Mike should really.
The truth is, you should say thank you, man.
So Mike should say thank you.
Absolutely.
What up, Clarissa?
Absolutely.
I did not think you was joining tonight, but I'm glad that you're here.
Gave grace, no, and not at all. Because if Mike would have really went and hit, Jake Paul does not want to get hit. He's still an influencer, okay? He did not want to get hit by Mike Tyson.
He's still an influencer, but hey, the fight of the night was Taylor. All of that. I don't care. Forget all of them. I'm giving it out to the women. Taylor versus Serrano was the fight of the night. My girl Serrano jumped up. She came up 3 rounds. She was 3 rounds, right? She fought her. She's a featherweight. She came up 3.
You said she came up 3 weight classes.
She came up 3 weight classes to fight Taylor, right? And still fought the fight of her life, being 3 weight classes down. Right?
It was that cut, man. That cut is what
everything else that happened that whole. And she kept going. Remember, and the doctors came in her corner and was like, do you want to quit? And Rosie Perez said she ain't gonna quit. She's a Boricua. And she said, I'm a Boricua.
Yes, she's
a Boricua.
You missing the R. You missing the R. Bariga, not Bonica.
She definitely got robbed because I wanted her to whoop that white girl's butt because she was cheating like hell. Because it started off when she had her arm around and she started, hitting her in the face. I said, "What is this?" And then every chance you get, you trying to headbutt her into the eye. Like, come on, girl, because she would have whooped your ass.
And what was the other dude fight where they was humping each other in the corner? What the fuck was going on there?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it. He trying to give love to the to Indian boxing like Slim. You ain't gonna say it like that. I ain't giving you no love. But I'm gonna give a shout out to Gambia. We back. Brazil.
We back.
Pod named Kickback. We love y'all.
Matter of fact, let me shout out everybody, Randy, since you brought that up, because we doing our thing in multiple countries. It's weird sometimes with a podcast because you're like, how the numbers, how you guys doing? What's going on? And it's like, dog, we are doing things in the United States and in other countries that like I know a lot of podcasts not doing. And that's not to brag or to talk shit, but it's just kind of like it's just eye opening. Like this show started 12 years ago. Me and JB, just like I tell you now, right now we are. Let me go to the charts, and we are up 44% above our normal average, which is amazing. And we are 3% from just individual listeners, but we're number 120 in Spain. We ain't been in Spain in a couple months.
That's where I was
Now we're in
going.
Spain. I always knew you was half Spanish. I can tell. I can tell by the way it kind of curved it. Well, never mind. Anyway, so we're number 99 in Brazil, 118 in Nigeria, number 19 in Sri Lanka, 190 in Ghana, and in Gambia we are 175 in regular news and number 27 in entertainment news.
Okay,
like we are really all over the goddamn country, all over the map. Not the country, not the continent, the globe. Like, and that's going to take us into our next topic, our kickback conversation, which I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on podcasting. And Randy, you did a perfect segue. Thank you, brother. Podcast politics. I want to know how y'all feel about podding. Is it what you thought it would be like? What do you think of our success on the charts? None of us are millionaires. None of us are just celebrities running around. We regular everyday people that have a podcast that is charting all over the planet. And I wonder if you ever take that in, like, wait a minute, dog. So there's people in Spain listening to me? It's people in Gambia that want to know what I think? It's people in, all of these different United States that want to know what's on our mind. I want to know how y'all feel about that real quick. And we're going to get back to the topics and everything, y'all, but every week we do a kickback conversation. The purpose of this actual conversation is for it to be something that people can always go back to. Weekly topics get old quick. A year from now, you're not going to care about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, but you will care about whatever we talked about during the kickback conversation. And I'm gonna switch it up this time. Randy, I'm gonna throw it to you because you're the newest, the most recent of us to start podcasting. Jack used to come on a couple years ago before she became a full-time member, and she had her own podcast that she was doing. I used to catch her like, why is Jackie doing that podcast? I'm about to come back on my shit. What the fuck you doing with that? And I got a story because I found out people was talking about them. They was talking about No Breaks New. Boy, I tell you, but we'll get to that another day. But right now, again, I'm gonna throw it to Randy. I want to answer it however. I'm gonna throw all the questions at you, and you answer them how you see fit. But how do you like podcasting? Is it what you thought it would be, or is it different? What do you think about our level of success? Is it like, damn, or is it like, yeah? And what does podcasting look like to you in 2025? You would have had damn near a year under your belt. So answer that in any order that you see fit. But those are the things that I'm wanting to know about how you see the world, how you see this podcasting genre, and how you see your partner and Kickback.
Yeah. Good. Cool. I can get that. Let me say what's up, DC Angel. There, my nephew.
What up, cuz?
What's up, Snoop? What's up, Robert? I see you watching. What's up, Rob Lou, my boy? Hey, I'm gonna be back in Macon soon for Thanksgiving. Get with me.
I'll be there too.
Let's catch up, man. When I get down, I'm there the whole week, Rob. Get at your man. Hey, but and my sister Meek, good seeing Jameek. She my sister Meek and they here with me, been chilling with me all day, and they
what up, fam?
They right here watching the
drive.
Huh? Okay, I'll get it. She talking about new asked you 5 questions. You better answer them. Okay, I will.
Right. Keep on track. That's what we talking
Hey,
about. Keep
look,
on
hey,
track,
look,
sis.
hey, look, Meek. Hey, when you see her, Meek, look, she over here telling me like you answer his questions. I'm like, okay. I'm
That's right, cuz let them know.
I'm, 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 I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But hey, look, what I've seen in my community and that podcast and the stuff that we do here, we can make an impact. We have fun here too, but we also can be the voice of people. Yeah, you in here. Oh, I see you upstairs. I ain't forget about you, my man. I don't even know where you at, but you in here somewhere. Hey, but I found out like the what I appreciate and what I love about being a part of this is that being a part of the podcast, we can be the voice of the people, right? And one thing that I know and I believe of, and anybody who follows me and watches my platform of Man Up Monday, that it's all about for the people, and helping us of those who need to be empowered, who may have been given false information on the way that we live, move, and breathe. That hey, what up, Big C? What up, Burger? That I try to provide information and a platform to see the truth, and podcasting has helped me expand what I believe in, and I've seen that expand since we've been doing it. So again, and especially what's going on now, man, we need people telling the truth out here, and being a part of this with you and Jack, that people who really, that I know without a doubt, that's looking through all the bull and seeing the truth and want to get the truth to the people. Like, I am proud to be a part of a group of people that want to make sure that everybody getting the right information, and I'm at the right time, at the right place. I'm with the right people. Let's go.
Let's go, Jack. It's on you, short. You still on mute, Jack.
Run the questions down one more time.
Oh shit. My glasses back on. You know I can't see shit.
Oh Lord.
And what up, Burger? You still on vacation or you back home? Let us know. Podcast politics. How do you like potting? Is it what you thought it would be? You know, what do you think of our chart success? What does podcasting look like for you in 2025? And I know that's a whole lot. Like, God man, 85 questions.
It's cool.
Hey, I'm sorry. I wanted to end mine with shout out to Gambia and Brazil.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies of the Brazilian butt lifts and the Brazilian wax.
And
Shout out to all y'all.
Viva Brazil.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. We on our way.
Anyway,
ahead,
I love the dynamics of the podcast because I get to hear men's point of view. I get to also stand up for my women out there, my women listeners, also my men listeners, because I have a different perspective. Y'all two know I think different from most women as far as Black men and men, period. So I get to give my perspective on that. I see us as far as podcasting in the future, live shows where people can come to the show and ask us questions from the audience that we can really interact. They get to see our personalities. They get to meet with us, take pictures with us. That's what I see how it is in the future. Uh-oh. Still in the airport trying to get home. Flight just got delayed. Oh, Big Casey.
Hey, they just made that new law, Burger. If you don't get you better get your money back. If you don't get home.
Get your money back.
Look, if you don't get home in the next 30 minutes, they better get your money back. Let us know. Like, we gonna put it out there. If they don't,
we'll get all the kickbackers to call in and get your money back. Let us know.
Hey. All our kickbackers, y'all watching. Y'all see Burger at the airport. Let's see where we at. Time stamp them 8:05. Let us know where you at.
Yeah.
But I do like to
Go
inspire
ahead, Jack.
others like y'all do too. I like that. I like our chart topping numbers. But for me, it's always just more inspiration and motivation to go higher. So I think way out. So I'm thinking like we're gonna be doing live shows in other countries soon. So, that's how I'm thinking. But
And there.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, for sure. That's where we going first. They're in Sri Lanka. All our listeners over there. You know what I'm gonna do? Jackie, were you done?
Yeah.
I don't shout out our listeners in America. I know that sounds crazy. It's like, well, why wouldn't you do that? Because I'm stupid. I don't know. But my therapist would cuss me out if she heard me say I was stupid. I'm not stupid. But I do want to shout out I'll do our top 5 listeners in the United States. So 91% of our listenership comes from the US, of course.
All right.
37.6% of that is Georgia. Shout out to the A. Peace up, A-Town down, and everything. Down. 6.3% of that is California.
Oh,
Cali.
okay.
Cali.
I'll take
Love
Cali.
California love.
Now, this is no surprise.
Hey, California know how to party. I don't know.
Yep.
They know how to party. Number 3 is no surprise, Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland.
DMV. In the DMV.
Love you. My first love.
Shout out to Maryland. It's where I live, where I home, where I sleep. Hey, in the DMV.
My first love was my mother. My second love was DC, Maryland, Virginia. My third love was hip hop.
Okay.
So DMV, Maryland, I feel it all in my heart, all in my blood vessels. Our 4th largest listenership is Texas.
Yeah. Texas.
Cowboy Nation. See?
Man. I love everybody in Texas that is not a Cowboy fan.
You get out of here. And number 5, I'm gonna give it.
Not gonna get me.
Right. Number 5 is North Carolina. Shout out to the Carolinas, man. And of course, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Those are our top 5 listeners in the United States.
Who?
We're not talking about football right now.
Okay.
We're not talking about football.
I'm sorry.
I'll give you guys.
I was distracted by the.
No, I know the Commanders lost this week and the Falcons lost this week.
By the turbo
record. That's what I do know. That's what I know. But I know the Commanders lost this week to the Eagles and the Falcons lost. That's what I know. But I'll give you my thoughts on podcast.
I know the Commanders won 7 games and the Cowgirls.
I know they lost 2 in a row. They lost their last 2. That's
how many they won?
2 in a row they lost. The Steelers and the Eagles and came through and put the smack down.
So I lose
5 champions. So 5 rings. 5 and you only won 3. 5 is bigger than 3. That's all I got to say about it.
Our losing record is their winning streak. I'm done. Let's go.
No, you're losing streak. 2 losses in a row. So moving right along.
Y'all winning record.
Moving right along. Moving right because you don't want to have a football conversation with me. You don't have enough ammunition. So let's go here. My podcast. One, of course, I love podding. I've been doing it 12 years. We called it internet radio back in the day, and then we called it a Facebook live show, and now it's actually a podcast. We're almost at 300 episodes as a podcast. But keep in mind, we was doing a show 5 years before we made it a podcast. So we probably really are like 600 episodes. And I have gone, through a multitude of different hosts. Me and JB, rest in peace, started this thing together. And we've had, dozens of hosts as we've gone along all these years. We are in what I say the podcast gets into groove. And every now and then you get a collection of people where it's a groove. And this is a groove. And I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting Jack to do every week, and I wasn't expecting Randy to do anything. I didn't think he was gonna be a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? I never saw that coming. So now I'm like, this is a surprise groove. And then I wonder, like, when Brittany left, I'm like, what's it gonna be like without Brittany? And it's been, shout out to Brittany, love you to death, but it's been great. I'm kind of like, damn. Okay, we actually hit a groove. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, I'm about to call everybody and I'm gonna get a new guest every week and I'm about to do this and I'm about to do that. And it's like, I turned down 2 guests this week. 2 people wanted to come on. And I was like, oh yeah, it would be nice to have some. Nah, we're gonna do it ourselves. And I will eventually bring them on. One is a DC staple. One is somebody, Jackie, you might not know, but Randy absolutely knows. He listened to her on the radio half his damn life. He wants to come on, and I'm going to get her on. And then there was a model. I love having models come on. People
definitely have to come on.
Yeah, people think that New always want to bring a model on. It is because they're beautiful. That is part of it. You're right.
We got Jack.
But it's also because It's also because people don't think models be having deep thought. I love bringing a model on and asking her opinions on Trump. I love bringing a model on and asking her opinion.
I'm
just saying politics.
So we need to do that for the month of December. We need to have a guest every week.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I got it together.
We lining them up.
And I already told Randy get his peoples. So we putting it together. So I love it. Our chart position.
Yes, like you, Clarissa. You on the model for me.
And the funny thing is, I heard that. I'm gonna skip past it. The funny thing is, like, we have listeners on. Like Clarissa is a weekly listener, but she's done an episode. Yeah. Like, that's what makes us different from everybody else. If you watch and you listen and you comment, we will bring you on the podcast.
Come on.
And this ain't just like we the celebrities up here and y'all down here. Like, no, you want to come on? Bring your ass. And Clarissa did an episode, Big Burger. If y'all see his name on YouTube, is Big KC100. He has an invitation to come on. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we do. We're the only podcast to let the listeners come on and talk, debate with us. Nobody else. Joe Budden ain't doing that. No. Joe Rogan ain't doing that. Call Her Daddy ain't doing that. Horrible Decisions ain't doing that. Nobody's doing that but us. We the only ones doing it.
Paul named Kickback. Hey,
it's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole
damn.
You say the whole thing. Where my Cat Williams drop at? Hold on, let me find my goddamn drop.
Like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
You say the whole thing.
You say the whole thing. Hey, while we on, I'm gonna give a shout out to Andreas, my girl. She on, she watching.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you.
She does the Diamond. It's the Diamond Project. She's shout out to her. She does the Diamond Project. It's for young Black women out of Mississippi. It's a nonprofit that she raised, that she teach them about politics and learning how to navigate that. She's doing a great work in the city of Mississippi. She's on Watching Live. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you, and we support the Diamond Project 100%.
For sure.
Listening, put your support behind it. She's young Black women. She's on it. She's doing it, and we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in.
Like we tell the military, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying? And podcasting in 2025, I think that it's going to be more of what we do. And I'm going to call this out now so that I can record it and say this is November the 17th. I said it, November 17th, 2024. And so when it becomes a thing, we can always play this clip. I have been doing my show live since 2014. No, I'm lying. 2012. It is now 2024. I've been doing the show live since then. I've been taking live comments, live feedback, live interactions since 2012. The rest of the industry has not caught up. That's the next level of podcasting. Everybody's going to start going live. You're going to be able to type in your comments to them, and they're going to be reading them on the show like we do every week.
Yeah, Burger.
Doing it since 2012. Doing it. Yeah, facts. We're doing it since 2012. And I think everybody else is going to start doing it now. We'll see.
Yes.
But I predict in 2025, if it's not their actual podcast, it'll be they'll do a Instagram live episode or some shit. It might not be on the actual podcast, but they're gonna be doing some other shit where they go live and communicate with the listeners. And we revolutionized that. We started it, we revolutionized it. We're the only ones doing it. I think everybody gonna be on our coattails, going forward. That's my personal opinion. And that's how I feel about podcasting. And I just changed the app, the banner to kick the conversation. And as we move on to the what the fuck story, now I gotta change it back. So I did change it officially. Now I'm gonna change it to the what the fuck story, and we're gonna get into that. And I'm gonna play the song as soon as I find it.
Hey, look, while you
I'm also only
I'm gonna throw this out here. Like after Thanksgiving, we all gonna be in the state of Georgia. If y'all part of the podcast, y'all want to join us live, tune in, holler at us, and let us know you want to come on with us. Cause we all gonna be live. Me, Jack, and New, we doing one live in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
We gonna all be together doing this live. You want to come on with us? Get on, holler at us, get in our inbox, tell us you want to come on. If you're in the Georgia area and you're gonna be there Thanksgiving weekend, we going down. We're gonna do it live. Come on with your kickback,
We would love to have
I already know Clarissa gonna be there. I can't think of Burger in DC. He not gonna make it.
Yes,
We'll see.
you meet you in person. I need to see your face. I know. I'm just saying, I love your energy.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into it. Our what the fuck story of the week.
What is it?
What the fuck? Aliens are in the ocean. Now, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I believe in aliens. I always have. I've never felt like this is the only planet that has intelligent life.
We celebrate.
Like, why would there be one planet and I'm coincidentally on it? I don't believe it. Never believed it. I resented the fact that everybody act like aliens were smarter than us. Like, why they gotta be smarter than us? Aliens, super life form. Like, well, they could be weak little bammers. Like, they gotta be the best ever. I didn't like that shit. Because I'm a humanist. Like, nah, nigga, like, we the best. What the fuck you talking about? DJ Khaled. Like, come on. Ain't no alien got DJ Khaled. But they're testifying now that there's proof that aliens are in the ocean. And that brings me back to Puerto Rican Panther. Not Black Panther Part 1, Black Panther Part 2, that we can call Puerto Rican Panther, because it was all about the Spanish dudes in the water. It wasn't about black people. I'm just saying, Black Panther Part 2 is really Puerto Rican Panther.
It's about what? It's about
Puerto Rican Panther. That was Puerto Rican Panther.
And that was what?
The aliens in the water, in the ocetion.
Yeah, I heard that.
In the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So
I just wanted to make you repeat it.
So I do believe in that the Olympus, the whole underwater kingdom, is possible. But some of these stories are saying that there are people living down there. And we know that allegedly we can't go below a certain level of sea, the sea floor, or our fucking brains would explode. So I'm like, so what they got going on? And y'all are admitting this? And do I trust this information? What do I do with this? But I've always believed in aliens. I have not always believed they existed in the physical realm. We know there's a person, place, thing realm that's physical, and we know there's a third realm that's all spiritual, mental, which if you have a dream about something, I believe that is another dimension. I have had dreams about other worlds, other lives, other things. And I believe that dream world is sometimes true. My cousin one day told me, he was like, what if the dream world is real and the world we wake up to is the fake one? I'm like, oh shit, this ain't getting deep. But I do believe that there's another dimension that exists through the subconscious, not a physical destination you can go to. But I also believe that we can travel to other planets, and other planets can travel to us, and we can interact in the physical. So I believe it. I believe it. I believe it's possible, at least. Maybe not this story is the truth, but I believe that alien life on Earth is a very, very, very real thing. I look back at, when they talk about building the pyramids and the giants that helped them build it. Like, was that real? You know what I'm saying? And alien technology. All of a sudden, we went from these big ass cell phones that you could barely talk on to cell phones having the power of a computer. in years. Like, was that alien technology that helped us do that? Like, there were unfortunate men whose dicks couldn't get hard, and then we got Viagra. Was that alien technology? I don't know. But Jackie, as a resident conspiracy theorist of the podcast, if anybody believes in this shit, it will probably be you, and you're probably surprised that I believe it too. But I want to get your thoughts, ma'am. Talk to me.
Of course, we are not here alone. Long after my father retired from the military is when he first started speaking about stories of the military, things that he's seen, things that he knows that they're aware of, that we're not here alone. So I've always known that there was other people on this earth. It's very ignorant for us to think that we're the only ones on this earth.
It's ignorant and arrogant. It's arrogant.
I'm sorry. Clarissa said that aliens created Viagra. Like, why would they? Like, why? But go ahead. I'm sorry. We'll come back to that.
But she piggybacking off of what I just said.
That crap. But go ahead, Jackie.
Okay, so I missed a couple of comments. So we all know Clarissa birthday is December 1st.
Like they created Viagra. Like they want us to have sex more. They want us to bang more. Like what? Jack, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, that's because they want to be able to research and capture our children and
she said New said that.
You said research.
I just said it, Randy. You weren't listening to me. You heard Clarissa when she said it, but she ain't hear me when I said it. You on a podcast with me? How the hell you miss when I said it?
She must have said it with more flair.
No, but they're very much real. Now you're hearing more stories. It's getting to the point where they can't hide stuff anymore.
What's up, Whitney?
All this technology, everybody has a phone, everybody's recording everything. We've seen more and more sightings now, more than ever, because we have technology. And people are trying to sometimes blow it off as
and they banging with Viagra. When did I miss the banging with Viagra part? I'm sorry. Like, can we?
I said it like 2-3 minutes ago. I don't know how you missed it.
Lord Jesus,
you heard it. You
was talking to the family in the background when I said
it. I did hear it. I just didn't pay attention to it.
Clarissa did.
I think. Nah, but Randy, what you think?
Look, hey, I don't know. Aliens created Viagra, so if they did that, then they are contributing to mankind. Because there's a segment of men that appreciate that, and there is a segment of women that appreciate that as well. Because who on the other end, on the opposite end of that. So if that's where they at, then I appreciate that. Do what y'all do. As long as you ain't, kidnapping people, sticking pros up men butts. Some women do it. Some white women like that. Find them and kidnap them and find out what y'all need to know about society.
Oh, Lord.
Other than that, leave us alone unless it's the ones that y'all creating Viagra.
Now, while you're sweet on while you're laughing about that, there have been situations where there's been farmers that have found their cattle and their reproductive organs have been missing from their bodies. So
what's that mean though?
I don't know.
Cause I see that. I'm like, what they doing with it?
I don't know.
I like oat milk.
Hey, they figuring some things out. I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to get her. I want to move along so we can get to this
wait a
episode.
minute. Some of us enjoy a good pro. Okay, yeah, that's what I.
So let's
Wait
move
a
on.
minute. Wait a minute. That must be Clarissa.
Yeah.
I knew it had to be Clarissa. It had to be. I was like, what is he reading?
How you know who said that?
Hey man, I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I do want to get into our Nipsey Hussle award. Right. Because I got two people I want to shout out this week, and I want to get into our Nipsey Hussle award. Nipsey talked to him.
If it's sports, if it's fashion, if it's music, if it's hustling, whatever, you're just on a marathon, so.
Not black man.
You on your marathon. And I want to shout out the good queen, Whoopi Goldberg, at age 68.
Yes.
The first global women's sports channel.
Yeah.
Everything from soccer, basketball, tennis, cricket, curling, you name it. If a woman is playing it, we're showing it.
I love it.
And I love sports. It's not gender specific, but I do love some women's sports more than others. The WNBA had their lottery draft today. I'm a big Mystics fan. The Washington Mystics, that's DC's female basketball team. We had the opportunity to draft Angel Reese last year and didn't. I have complained about it for a year. This year, we were bad, but then we ramped it up at the end of the year, and I was heated. They're like, why are you so mad? At least they winning. I'm like, because we're not going to win nothing. And we're going to lose the number one pick in the process. Oh, no, people should play as good as they can play, and if they win, they win, and whatever happens, happens. Shut up, bitch. No. And I was right. We missed out on the number one pick, which would have been Paige Buchanan, which would have been the best. I think she's better than Caitlin.
So you're saying we did it again?
Caitlin Clark. We did it again. Yeah. We got the number 4 pick. We'll get a quality pick there. We won't get what I thought we was going to get.
But you're saying we did it again?
We did it again. We did it a fucking again, Randy. But having said that, as you can see how angry I am by that pick, I love women's sports. I love women. I don't know, the dudes that don't like women and like only like pussy, but don't like the actual woman that come with the pussy, y'all weird to me. I love women. I love the way they talk. I love the way they encourage. I love the way they look. I love the pussy too, but I love so much more about a woman than just like. That's why most of my fucking friends are women. Yeah. Shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Jack. Like I love women. I don't just love pussy. I love the actual woman.
Clarissa, Whitney, y'all watching? We love y'all.
Yeah.
Facts. And so I'm very excited about this channel. I will be watching it. I will be supporting it. I just wish my Mystics would have been successful doing this run. Yeah, it don't look like we're gonna be. I mean, maybe we get lucky. That's my team, so I got to stick with them. Just like Jackie stuck with the Falcons, even though they lost today, and Randy stuck with the Commanders, even though they lost today. My Cowboys didn't lose today.
Who the second person that you giving an award? Who the second person you giving an award to? Stay back on track.
All right, stay back. Stay on track.
I forgot. I'm giving the next award to Jackie for her work in the community and bringing people out on Sundays to get their workout on and checking on men, mental health, and helping the ladies get in shape. She getting the asses more round. How could you not be happy and applaud somebody who is helping the asses get rounder throughout the state of Georgia? And I'm gonna take this moment to toss it to Jackie because we are in November, which Randy told me was men's mental health month.
Yes.
So Randy said, look, goddamn it, it's men's mental health month. We need to do something about it. And Jackie said, I'm going to do something about it. So right now, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to throw it to the queen and let her say what she needs to say. And I am open to receiving it.
All right, you guys. So it is November. So it is Men's Mental Health Month. So let me give you some stats on that. Globally, on an average, one man dies by suicide every minute of every day. 80% of men are 4 times more likely than women to commit suicide. 1 in 10 men experience depression or anxiety. 40% of men have never spoken to anyone about mental health. It's just, you have to check on your men. I know we always expect our Black men to be strong. We don't worry about them. Even when they do go through something, we give them a time limit of how long they're supposed to be in that space. And that's unfair to them. You have to check on your brothers, your fathers, your homies, definitely. When somebody comes to your mind, definitely reach out to them because sometimes that's the spiritual world letting you know that they need you. So definitely check on them if you think about them. If you ever think about suicide for my Black men, there's a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It is 1-800-273-8255. There's also a National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is NAMI. And you can call them at 1-800-950-6264, or you can text NAMI to 741-741 to get the help that you need. Shout out to all my Black men out there. Y'all keep your heads up. And I'm not going to say man up. I just want you guys to be able to experience whatever emotions that you're going through. Know that it's okay to have those emotions. Knowing it's okay that you can be vulnerable. Knowing it's okay that you can cry. Knowing it's okay that you can ask for help. Knowing it's okay if you just want somebody just sit there with you and not say anything. You have that right. So reach out to your circle. If you don't have a circle, please reach out to the 2 numbers that I just gave on the podcast. And just if you know somebody that's going through depression, anxiety, if you see a change in behavior, don't take that for granted. Don't brush it off. Really just check in with them. And even if they brush you off, still show them love. Because sometimes in the initiation of them caring and them being loved by somebody that cares about their situation, they might brush you off because that's what they usually do. So don't take that as a negative thing and keep pushing if you really love that person.
Absolutely. The only thing I'll add to that is, I suffer from depression, anxiety, and I have a group on Facebook called Fuck Depression. And one of my mission statements for my life is I want to positively impact 1 million people who suffer from depression. So I put my cell phone number on Facebook and on social media. I have gotten phone calls from people I've never met because they needed someone to talk to. And I said, I'm here. Yeah. And I've needed it in return. Like I've given it, but I've also received it because I think if you put out that energy, it will come back to you in a positive way. Like I wonder if it's apparent. Like the last few episodes, I'm like, man, shit rough. There ain't no good week this week. And I don't know how people hear that or see the podcast. I'm like, oh, new struggling or new going through it, or if it's like this is content. But like I was at the damn near the depth of my depression, like October. Like I was in a very, very dark place and I had to really fight my way out of it. And it is amazing that if you keep fighting, what can happen? Because let's say October 20th, I don't want to be here no more. I kill myself. I wouldn't be here for November 17th, 18th, when I'm like, my business is doing better than it's ever done. Like I wouldn't be here for that. I wouldn't be here in this great energy. And I want you guys, that anybody that's having a rough time to think about that. Like, it's greater later. Like, that's real. I'm living proof. In October, I was having the worst month of my life. Going into November, the first week of November was a continuation of the one of the worst periods of my life. I was in it. I am days out of it. It's not like I didn't solve the magic equation and I'm living great now. I just got out of what I was in. But what if I gave up? What if I quit? What if I laid down a little too long? What if I needed a break? What if I needed a 2-week break? Oh, it's too rough. I just need 2 weeks to get back to it, man. That's all I can tell you. Like, no breaks. Like, no breaks, no breaks. Get back to it. It's greater later. You can't fix it on your back. You can't. You got to get up. You got to get going. You got to move. And when you don't have the energy to, that's when your best friends should jump in. That's when your family should jump in. That's when your spouse should jump in. Somebody got to do the jumper cables on you and give you the energy to keep moving forward. And if you don't have anybody like that, you got to find somebody like that. And you don't find them when you're at your worst. You find them when you're at your best. Life is good right now. I need to make sure I got quality people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you do it. And if you make sure you got quality people in your life, then when those rough times happen, you'll be insulated from the devastation that could occur.
Not done.
If it's not good, God's not done. We can win if we don't quit. Talk to him. And if you're at the end and you ain't winning, guess what? It's not the end.
Right.
You win in the end. So wherever you are, if you're not winning, that means you're not at the end yet, because you will win at the end. I listen to a lot of, I know this dude controversial and people don't like him, but Andrew Tate. I don't like all of his political views, but he gets me off my ass and gets me going. Like he holds me accountable to greatness. I will be great because he won't let me be nothing but great. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna let you hear a little something.
What you can achieve if you by staying. What? It's amazing what you can achieve if you never give up. By saying unmatched perspicacity and sheer indefatigability. That point is important. Sheer indefatigability, the inability to become fatigued. If you never quit, if you never give up, if you never give in, you're going to get exactly what you wanted. All you had to do was go be a fucking coward, and you still failed. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't care about excuses. God doesn't care about excuses. And the winners who went through the exact same things you're going through, who didn't quit, don't care about excuses. There are winners and losers in the world. You are either a winner who dedicates himself, never gives up, continues to learn, does everything he knows he needs to do regardless of how he feels, or you're a loser who makes excuses and you stay invisible for the rest of human time. Make a choice.
And like he fired me up, dog. I can't even explain it to you. Like, I'd be like, no, I'm going. Because the shit that he says, he's 100% correct in damn near everything he says as far as motivational. Now, some of his political views and all that shit, nah, I don't know about that. But I want to play one more and then I'm going to move on from this and throw it to Randy. But I want you guys to hear this shit.
A different man when you have to pull it off. No, I need to. No, I literally have to pull this off. I have to pay the rent. No, I have to pay the rent. Let me borrow from dad. I have to pay the rent. Let me borrow from dad. No, like I have to. Tomorrow I need $2,000. Today I have fucking $0. Most men don't understand what it feels like to roll the dice and you have to get 6. No, what do you mean you have to? No, I have to get 6. Yeah. Oh, but what if you don't? No, I have to get a 6. You're not understanding me. You're a different man.
He said most men don't understand what it's like when you have to roll a 6. And people are like, well, you don't have to roll a 6, but like what happens if you don't get it? No, I have to get it. Well, what's going to happen if you don't? Ain't no don't. I have to get it. And there is a different gear that men go through, and I'm sure women as well, where it ain't no, well, what could happen if you don't get it? How bad could it be? I got to get it. I was in that situation. Well, what happened if you don't? I have to get it. Ain't no if I don't.
You don't even think about it.
That's not the conversation. I have to get it. And I went and got it.
Yeah.
And my advice and what I want to leave people with is Men's Mental Health Month. There were days that I had to just step away. I got to get away. I know what I got to do, but I have nothing in me left. I'm taking a day for me. But it strengthened me. It made my next day 10 times more powerful.
Yep.
So I'm not suggesting you quit on yourself, but I am suggesting that sometimes you got to recharge yourself. And that's what I really want to get you was like, we got to give ourselves permission to recharge, permission to feel what we feel, but we can't let how we feel dictate how we act. Will Smith talked about in his book, he wanted his daughter to do whip my head back and forth, and do the tour. And she didn't want to do it anymore. And she was like, I don't want to do it. I'm done. He was like, you got a hit record. What you mean you don't want to do it? You want to tour with Justin Bieber.
Right.
What are you talking about? Get your 9-year-old ass back on stage. And she was like, but I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. You don't care how I feel? And he was like, no, actually, I don't give a fuck how you feel.
Get this money.
I don't give a fuck how I feel. Because if I let how I feel dictate what I do, we'd all be broke. I don't feel like, I'm sure Jackie doesn't feel like getting up on Sunday morning and working out with 30 people and walking them through the process. I'm sure Randy does not feel like getting up on Monday morning and walking people through financial situations and they're not even listening and can't comprehend what he's saying, so they say it 10 times. I don't feel like calling 80-year-old people, getting them on life insurance. I don't feel like that. But who gives a fuck about how I feel? My landlord don't. My bills don't. Women don't. My boys don't want to go out and I can't afford to go. They don't. Why should I care about how I feel? Well, that's weird. Nobody on earth cares about how I feel. Why should I care? Because right now it's about what you got to do. And feelings are secondary. I don't feel like being great every day. I don't feel like busting my ass every day. It's just what I got to do. So feelings are to be considered, and you do need to be aware, but they should not dictate your level of productivity. And I think that's what a lot of people miss. I'm number one on that. Like I'm not judging other people. I'm talking about me. I sometimes let how I feel dictate how my day go, and that should not be the case. Randy said something to me. He was like, "Yeah, I was struggling last month, but every day I get up the same way. Good day, bad day. I'm the same way." And I was like, "Damn, that's some real shit." Because a good day, I'm about it. I'm hype. I'm up first thing in the morning. I'm doing my push-ups. I'm running around the block. I'm on a good day. What am I like on a bad day? My good days, I'm a firm believer my good days should look just like my bad days. You should not be able to look at me and tell which day it is because of my dedication. You know what I'm saying? And I get that from Jack and I get that from Randy. Like we learn from each other. I learn from y'all. Because I know some Sundays, Jack, you're like, man, I'm not getting up and doing this shit. Every Sunday, there's a video from Jackie. Every Monday, Randy got the picture up with the quote. So it don't matter how they felt on that Monday or that Sunday. They did what they needed to do. Every Sunday night, we here. Right. And no matter how we feel, we here.
We in here.
And now I'm going to go into the ultimate motivator. Mr. Man Up Monday himself to end this for us. Randy, this is right in your wheelhouse. I'm looking forward to what you got to say because I know it's going to motivate me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Men's Mental Health Month, November.
let's get it. And Jack started off with like we don't just scream we don't just scream the cliche of man up, right? Like we about walking you through the process of what that look like and what it takes in order for you to go through the process of you manning up through something that might be a difficult process for you. Like we not just gonna tell you to do it. Like we here to talk about the things that it takes in order for us to do it, because we know that males are born but men are made. So we are in the beliefs of that we're going to talk about all the things that it's going to take for us men to be the men, for us to man up on the things that we need to. We're not just going to talk about it. And so with that being said, it's like we and New have talked about it, and I've talked about it, about when we have good weeks and good months at our jobs. But what we want you to know is that, and what we believe in is that what we do on our occupations do not determine the men or the women that we are, right? And we believe if we have perfect processes, they will come up with perfect results eventually. But we have to trust the processes and not let our lives live out on how they are good or how they seem to be at the time, because it's going to be up and downs come. That's the way, that's life. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be like, I had 2 bad months, right? And people would never in my career in sales, people would never have known it, would never could tell. Because guess what? I am not who my sales numbers are not who I am. You know what I mean? I am every day, I am trying to make a difference and trying to help people in what I do. So my numbers gonna be what they are, right? And I know as long as I keep my process perfect, my results will align, right? And that's what I believe in. And I'll tell anybody, believe in that, right? Like you can have ups and downs, but as long as you stay consistent in whatever that you're trying to do, consistency is the key. If you keep a consistent, positive process, whether it be in eating, working out, or what you're doing with your job, like your results will produce the right results as long as you keep going in the right direction. It is what it is. And you can't, don't be defined and let your emotions drive you, right? Just stay with the process. And that's what I tell you. And New and Clarissa can testify too. She was going through something, but her talk too, and it was like, stay the process, because the process will always produce the results. Like, and that's what it comes. And that's what it's about. Hey, that's my family. They rolling out. Oh, and
so that's not your family. That's not your family.
Yeah, that's our family.
Yeah,
they
our family.
They've been watching the whole night. We appreciate y'all. Drive safely, man. Let me know when y'all made it. Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So I do want to encourage everybody. I'll just leave it with this. Write down your goals for the week. Like literally, don't. I got them. No. Take a pen and a piece of paper, and write down your goals for this week. Just put it on paper. Just see what happens if you do it. Just see what happens. You are 95% more likely to accomplish your goals if you write it down. That sounds crazy, right? You would think that if that's true, then everybody will write their goals down. But if you're watching this podcast and you're like, I ain't doing that, now you know why people don't do it. Now you know. So write down your goals for this week. See what happened, man. We used to call it back in the day, put it on the back of the envelope. Put it on the back of the envelope. Whatever you want to do, put it on the back of the envelope. Like, do this, I'm do that, I'm do that. And we ain't gonna get too preachy, but we love y'all. Like we are people. We are. want to be good people. That's not corny. We're positive people. We're people that want to make a difference in the world. That's why we do a podcast. Like, think about it. Like, how many people you know got a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
It's so on 12 years. If we don't care, it would not be here. When I lost every co-host, everybody left, or fucking JB died on me. Like, if they didn't care, they wouldn't be here with me. They're not here for publicity and fame. I don't think Randy or Jackie's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be on MTV next week. I don't think that's what they're thinking. And then everybody got something else they could be doing.
True.
Randy got people in his house right now. He could be hanging out.
Here.
We're here though. And it's only for you. We're not here for us. Jackie not here for Randy. I'm not here for Jackie. We're here for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we try to give you some good information. Oh shoot. I gotta put back on my glasses. I can't read what this is.
Gambia. We on it.
Gambia, you know. Did we talk about Nicole Kidman last week?
Yes,
I don't know we did, but look, I want to say this before we go. You know what I mean? I want everybody to remember this. Let's take 10 minutes to plan out 3 priorities for your week, right? Before it's Sunday. Let's think, what's the 3 priorities of your week? What actions do you need to move the needle on where you want to go, right? Let's write them down and let's commit to crushing those goals, right? Let's do that, but because we need to remember that success starts with clarity and intention, right? Clarity and intention. That's the goals to success. So if we think about that, let's think about how we going into this week. Let's crush it, kickbackers. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to tell you mine now. 30 hours of talk time.
There you go, Jack.
my bad, Jack. 30 hours of talk time.
Look at Jack's face. Jack got some stuff on her mind. Give it to me, Jack.
30 minutes a day of work, 30 minutes minimum working out. I do 20 minutes of cardio, at least 10 minutes of weightlifting, at least. And
felt good.
30 minutes of reading a day. 30 minutes of reading. Well, studying my lessons or I'm reading a book. So 30 minutes of working out daily, 30 minutes of reading daily, and 30 hours of talk time by Friday night. That's mine.
Good stuff.
So for mine, I don't ever do this, y'all. This is exclusive. So I want to turn 10 pounds of fat.
There we go.
Pounds of muscle. So
okay. Oh,
that's what I want to do.
We're about to go viral. We're going viral.
Left stroke just went viral.
My second thing is I'm gonna do meat twice this week. I'm gonna do everything else vegetables this week. I may go 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm going 2 weeks with you. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
2 weeks. You said 2 weeks more meat.
You do it. I do it.
No, let's 2 weeks. You do 2 days out the week of meat.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. You do it. I do it. I'm with you.
And third, of course, I want to add at least 5 more books onto my book club list.
I got you on the books.
Okay.
I read
with that
2-3 books every week. I got you on books. It just depends on what kind of books you like.
I like self-help books. I like anything. I like to read.
I got you. Well, shit, Randy got you too. Me and Randy just self-help book kings of America.
I'm reading. I'm always reading 3 books every month. I'm in the process. So like, send
me y'all's list of books that y'all are reading, so I can get my list.
Call me tomorrow. We'll see where you at, and and I got different books for different genres of what you want to do.
Okay.
Like, but I tell you, I got my books categorized like by what I'm reading, like in self-help or categories or what I'm in. Like, my library is my legacy.
Yeah, I just paused my Audible because I got like 10 books I ain't started yet. I'm like, whoa,
I got a new one to
I keep
send
adding the
you.
new books.
One just came out new, the Audible I'm on now that is crushing. It was something that I ain't even think that this something I want to share with men too. It was called the rejection mindset that I ain't even think that nothing. I ain't even think that I fit in this category in no way. And it was recommended to me, and I was listening to it, and it was like, man, it's been enlightening, like for real.
Right. Well, right now I'm listening to the 5 a.m. Club. I always replay Will Smith's autobiography. Will, that's like a staple. Like I listen to that weekly. It just is what it is.
Atomic Habits.
I love that joint. The Slight Edge.
Oh, I love that one. Now that's what I'm reading right now.
Which
Atomic Habits.
Yes.
Hey, look, I love that joint. I love that joint.
Is one of my favorite artists of all time. I happened to get into he did a Zoom class about Atomic Habits of the book, and I got a signed autograph copy of that book.
That's what's up. I did one with Brian Moran, the 12-week year. I just did a Zoom with him maybe 2 weeks ago. My agency did it.
Ooh.
We might have lost Randy.
I know.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Yeah. I appreciate you. I will say, Jack, if you have not watched Alex Cross.
I already started watching it when y'all was talking about it. I started watching.
Okay, I watched episode 1, so I'm gonna go through that.
Episode 3.
Oh dang, you passed me. Okay. I'm watching that. Cobra Kai. I just finished that, and I thought that was the end, but I think that the way it ended, there's more episodes. It ended very unclimactically.
I gotta catch up because I stopped watching it, and I gotta go back and see where I'm at.
Yeah, it was good. This last little 5 episodes they dropped was fire. Okay. I'm also watching. I just finished Penguin, which I think was an amazing show.
I still gotta catch up on some of the episodes on there.
Man, that shit fire. I'm just surprised that it was that good. It's gonna make me go back and watch the Batman movies. I'm like, damn, this shit was that good. Like, so the movie must be decent at least. What else? Right now I'm focused on Cross because it's DC. You know, I'm born and raised in DC, and they're using our slang that is showing my city. And DC is a city that never has representation, even in Congress. Our license plates in DC say taxation without representation. So we are used to not being represented in Congress, in hip hop music. I was a DC rapper. You can't get on as a DC rapper. They're like, you from DC? So I'm used to us having no representation. Right. So for a whole show to be based in my city, love it to death, love it to death, love it to death. Music wise, I tell you what, we're gonna take a deep dive on music next week. Yeah. Because there are a lot of good projects out, and I want to explain to y'all why Glorilla's album is one of the most important women empowerment albums that has ever existed. And somebody's going, she be talking about twerking. I know that. I need you to know what else he talks about. Glorilla put out what I think is one of the most important albums for a woman artist in the last decade. I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not full of shit. What she put out, I think, spoke to women in a way that hasn't been done in a very long time. And I appreciate it. I like the album, but more than I like it, I appreciate it. And I want to tell y'all why. There's somebody watching right now like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'll tell you next week. I'll tell you. We're going to do a deep dive on music. Leon Thomas, R&B album, Mutt.
Yep, all next week. Y'all tune in next week.
That's a fact. Jack, anything you want to leave them with?
Start you guys work week off right. Even if you had a bad weekend, you had a bad day, You got a new day to start in a positive attitude in the morning. So get you some rest tonight, relax your mind, and start fresh and feel good and thank God that you woke up that next morning. So just have a positive Monday and it'll make you have a positive week.
Get right to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wake up extra early. Set your alarm for 20 minutes earlier than it's set right now.
Have a
Get
good
fast start
breakfast.
Monday. Get to it early tomorrow. Knock your whole day out. Do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday work tomorrow. Get to all of it tomorrow.
Yeah.
By Friday, you'll be thanking yourself. Friday, you will be so in love with Monday you. If you just get to it. First, wake up 20 minutes. I'm gonna set my alarm is set. I'm gonna do it for 20 minutes early with y'all. I'm waking up 20 minutes earlier tomorrow. I'm gonna start my day early, my week early.
Yeah. So
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
go hard the whole
y'all
day.
sleep, get your rest, go to sleep, get your rest, and wake up early tomorrow morning.
There it is. We all on the same page. Kickbackers. I love y'all. Make it an amazing week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. Whether you're in Georgia, DC, Maryland, Gambia, Spain, Ireland, all the damn countries. I can't even think. I want to send y'all specific shout outs. So let me look at the countries. Because I don't even want to say blank names. I want to shout y'all out. United States, Spain, Brazil, Philippines, Nigeria, Sri Lanka, Ghana, Gambia. Everybody. Shout out to you for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate you. Draw 4, skip you, reverse you, draw 2, draw 4. The color is green. Uno.
We out.
We out.